Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight I'll be sharing with you how I cook pork Scotch fillet steak. Let's start cooking. Here's my ingredients. Pork Scotch fillet steak, salt and black pepper, rosemary, oregano, minced garlic, extra virgin olive oil, chopped onions, a can of mushrooms, light cream, Maggi Gravy mix, and hot water. Okay, we'll start with adding our rosemary. So I'll use about a tablespoon, but I'll include the measurements. And then I'll go with the oregano and a lot of salt and pepper. I'm also going to add our garlic and about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Okay, we'll go ahead. I've added olive oil, I've added the garlic and our 2 spices, oregano and rosemary. And I've also added salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna mix everything well, make sure it's stuck to the steak. I added more salt and pepper. That is it. So that's our marinade. Only a few ingredients. So oregano, rosemary, black pepper and salt, and garlic. We will marinate this for half an hour. If you can, a couple of hours, overnight even better. But I'm going to do this for a few minutes because I need to cook it for dinner. So I'll put it aside, and while our pork steak is marinating, let's go ahead and make a quick mushroom sauce to eat our steak with. So I'm adding a dash of olive oil, and I'll go ahead and add onions. Okay, I prefer fresh mushrooms if you can. If you have some, I prefer using that. So I'm just going to go ahead with the can. But if you do have the fresh mushrooms from the fruit in the vegetable place or store, go ahead and use it. Okay, let's add our mushroom. Okay, we'll keep stirring and we'll let it cook for a few minutes. Okay, while that is cooking, I'm going to measure 2 of the tablespoon of the gravy mix. So I'll measure 2 tablespoons. Start with that first, and then I'll add hot water. So follow the instructions on the container on how to mix the gravy. It gives you the measurements. So I'm going to mix that through. I'll start with that amount first, and I'm mixing it with hot water. So I'll add another tablespoon. Okay, and we're going to stir that well. Now, let's go ahead and add it to the pot. Okay, before I add the gravy, okay, that's the color I'm after. You can see clearly some of the mushrooms are nice, has a nice brown color, or golden brown I should say. That's the word I'm after. Okay, maybe I need to cook a little bit more. Okay, let's cook it for a few more minutes. Put that aside for now. You could also add garlic to your mushroom sauce if you like, but I'm not, because I've added a fair amount of garlic with the steak marinade, so that's enough garlic. We don't want too much overpowering garlic flavor to our steak and gravy. Okay, all right. It's looking good. Okay. Cook the rest a little bit longer. All right, I think we're done. We'll now add our gravy mix. I'll add about another cup of hot water. Okay, now feel free to add more gravy powder if you want a thicker consistency. This is enough for me, and I'll also include exactly how much I added. But like I said in the beginning, the instructions on the container for you to be able to get the right measurements to make a nice gravy. All right, right now I'm going to add my cream. Okay, turn it on low and then add the cream. Okay, we'll let it boil, and then we'll go ahead and taste as well. Yum. I'll just add a touch of black pepper and salt, not too much, because gravy mix has got some really nice flavor already. So that is my very quick and easy mushroom sauce. You can say I cheated, but this is my way of making easy recipes for my family instead of going the long way. If you can find ways to make cooking easier, you know, go ahead and make it nice and tasty for the family. So we'll put the mushroom sauce away and we'll start cooking our steak. So this is the packet that the steak came in, okay, and on there it says pan fry or barbecue for 10 minutes. So we will follow exactly 10 minutes. I have cooked this before, time and time, for my family. It's one of my family's favorite piece of steak to enjoy for dinner or for lunch. So we're having it again, and I thought I'll share with you. So it literally takes 10 minutes and very quick and easy to make. Okay, so while our pan is heating up, should be ready soon. I don't need to add oil either because there's olive oil already in our marinade. Okay, and make sure your pan is fully heated before you add your steak, because your 10 minutes will count from there. All right, we are ready to start. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. 5 minutes on both sides. So 5 minutes for one side, and then we'll turn it around and count another 5 minutes. So I'll start with, okay, start. Our timer start. So we will not touch our steak. We will just leave it. The oven is on medium heat. Okay, and we will let it cook for 5 minutes. Okay, we're coming down to 2 minutes and a bit. And while that's counting down to 2 minutes, if you can see clearly a close-up, I don't know if you can see the red blood coming out of the steak. So this is a tip that I learned from one of my friends that works at butcher, and he makes a really nice steaks, really nice and juicy and tender. Is when you see the blood coming out of these, especially these good quality steak meat, when you see the blood coming out, that means it's ready for you to turn the meat over and then cook the other side. Well, that's a tip I learned, so I thought I'll share that with you as well. And I follow that tip and it works perfect for me. So it's coming down to 1 minute and I'm starting to see the blood coming out of the meat. So that's when you can start to turn your meat around. So 1 more minute. Okay, I'm just getting leftover of that marinade and I'll brush it on top, the oil and garlic and rosemary. Okay, so our time is up. Stop. And we will turn our meat around. There you go. Look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to remove these, put it on the plate, and we'll let it rest for a few more minutes. So probably a couple of minutes to rest, and we'll also cover it with foil. Put it aside for now, and I'll continue on with the rest of the steak and cook exactly the way I cooked the first lot, which is 5 minutes on each side. Okay, families and friends, we've cooked our steak and we're ready to eat now, and my son Enoch will taste our meal for us. Nice and juicy, isn't it, in the middle? Following exactly what, Okay, so that's our pork fillet steak, or pork Scotch fillet steak. Really nice, so tender and so juicy if you follow exactly 10 minutes and the marinating with all those nice flavoring. I hope you enjoy that cooking from my kitchen. Meals with Mills, and hope you enjoy having Enoch tasting our meal tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye.